Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our Wednesday evening live stream. We're going live across YouTube right now. So, hello, good evening, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We're going to be live streaming 10 to 14 dayer with this one. So, we are going to be looking at whether the next 10 to 14 days with, the short range ones. We'll have a look at stratospheric developments as well. I'm finding myself in a little bit of trouble at the moment because the SSW has gone a little bit down the tubes. No, I wasn't sure whether I should just shut up about the whole thing, really, but we will have a look at some stratospheric development. We'll have a look at some long-range CFS. Basically, we're going to do everything that we do in the 10 to 14 dayer, but we're going to do it live, for you on this Wednesday evening. So the first part of this live stream, I'll be going through the live chat. I'll be shouting out as many as I can. I'll be taking questions along the way, and then the second half of the live stream, we will bring you the 10 to 14 day update, and we'll do it live. It's going to be epic, it's going to be great, it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to get on with that for you. If everybody say thank you so much to our moderators, that'll be absolutely fantastic. At the moment, we've got James098 with us. I think Paul will be along in about 15 minutes. And, FB might check in as well. So if everyone say thank you so much to our moderators, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to the moderators for being here on this live stream. Now, before we do anything else, I see that Darth Vader has arrived. I wasn't sure about that one. Thank you so much, Darth Vader, for checking in to our Wednesday evening live. Thank you so much, my friend. I think Darth's getting a little bit of snow. Darth's getting a little bit of snow, I think. Thank you so much, Darth, for checking. Jeffers on the West Coast. Wow. Haven't seen you for ages, Jeffers. Thank you so much, my friend. How is the West Coast? I think it might be cold over there on the West Coast, Jeffers. I don't know, but I've got to think it might be, having snow over in Northern California, Jeffers. Let me know, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year, Jeffers. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Yep, it's still... He's still coughing. But at least I'm not in pain anymore on the side, like I was the other day. Jason's Journey. So glad to be here live, Gav. I always watch and catch up. I just want to say, your forecasts are fabulous. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jason. That's incredibly kind. They're not really, I'm no better than any other forecaster on YouTube. But thank you so much, my friend. That is an incredibly kind comment. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you. We're delighted to have you here, my friend. We're delighted to have you here. Jeffers, it's raining today. Is it, Jeffers? You've got rain coming off the Pacific. Rain coming in off the Pacific, I think, haven't you? Right, okay, but like over elevation, I suspect there might be a little bit of snow, over elevation. I know you're quite high up, so I reckon you might get a little bit of snow through this early January, Jeffers. Keep me informed about developments. It's going to be relatively mild on the East Coast, but quite cold over in the West. Keep me informed, Jeffers, on the developments. Right, we're at 45 concurrent with 10 likes, so if everybody can smash that like button and let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream, it'll be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much for being here. We're 6:05. Next 25 minutes, I'll be going through the live chat And, yeah, I'll be shouting out as many as I can. I'll be taking some questions. And then around 6:30, or from around 6:30, we'll bring you our 10 to 14 day live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jeffers had a good Christmas. My Christmas was nice, Jeffers. Yes, I had a nice Christmas. Very different to what I've had before without Mrs. P. But it was lovely. I spent it with my brother and, you know, sister-in-law and 2 nephews. So it was a lovely, lovely Christmas. Jeffers. And, you know, they made it special for me. Right, okay, let's start going through live chat then. Thank you so much, Jeffers, for being here. Let's start going through live chat then. See who is in with us on this Wednesday night live stream. The first person was Mark. Mark is saying, even Gavin. Tell you what, there's fruit blossoms starting to come out. Due to mild weather we're having at the moment. That's not good. If it did turn cold later, it could kill it. Definitely will if it comes out too early. I've not seen any fruit blossom, but I have noticed like the buds are beginning to swell up on a few of the trees around here. Because we had it so very cold in those opening 2 weeks of December, you know, now it's got really mild. I think nature's generally thinking spring has sprung. And as you say, if we get a cold snap, you know, means we could see a few things getting a bit frosty and whatnot. Thank you so much, Mark. Adrian Major, good evening, Gavin. Happy New Year. Hope everyone's doing okay despite this miserable weather. Thank you so much, my friend. Happy New Year to you, my friend. JL is here. Hello to you, JL. Thank you so much to JL for being on our live stream today. Mark saying, also, Gavin, can you believe in March it'll be 10 years since that cold March? A sheep having to be rescued because of the snow. 2013, what a March that was, wasn't it? Coldest March since either 1962 or 1883, I think. Depending on which average you take. Yes, it was very, very cold March. Right, okay. JL saying, hope everyone is having a lovely and cozy evening. And thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Mark saying, Gavin, I was thinking, even in any year, if a sudden stratospheric warming doesn't happen, will a warming still happen in April time due to, but yes, you always get a final warming, you know, at the end of the spring that brings us into the polar vortex for that season. Tom Musler, how do you, my friend? Hi, Gavin, welcome back. I've not been anywhere, actually, my friend, but thank you so much. Welcome back. Outlook looking mostly grim for cold weather. If we are being lured into thinking winter is over, inside cold the second half of January, we have got some trails there at the moment, but nothing was showing up this morning that I could identify as being particularly cold. Mark, Gavin, does Brazil winds on average go into reverse by April-May time as the sun gets stronger on our side? Yes, that's true. Good evening to Finley boy. Hello to Finley. Thank you so much, Finley, for being here. Mark, so you don't say winter's over till March. That's right. Anything can happen. James 098 checked in. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening to James 098. Thank you so much to our moderators moderating on the live stream. JL, even while in Portugal, I care more about weather in the UK as I lived there for 20 years and find the climate really interesting. Thank you so much, my friend. Matthew Orchard, hello to you, Matthew. Good evening, Gavin. It's been very windy here, but feeling very mild for January. Seems to be the new normal these days. It certainly has been a mild start to 2023, hasn't it? And yeah, it's been a slightly brighter day today. It's been quite a nice day today, really. Good drying day. I've had some towels out on the line here at the towers, and it's not been a bad drying day. But yes, you know, we've got more of the onslaught to go. Low pressure will continue to be in control, at least for now. Mark saying, is that right, Gavin? Even though the sun is on its way back, it won't feel its full effects till March onwards. Yeah, I have noticed, like, this evening, though, that the nights have drawn out a little bit. So I don't know if anybody else noticed that. You know, I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but the nights, you know, they've drawn out quite a lot. It's already beginning, you know, to get a little bit lighter. In the evening, it has. Right, okay, and that's going to continue right way until June. Of course, that will be continuing right way until June. when we will get our longest day. No, I'm not going to add there, YouTube, sorry. Right, okay, let's have a look. Finley boy, when are we getting a prolonged block spell again? Well, I don't know, Finley. We may not do, you know, there's no guarantee about anything when it comes to the weather, so... You know, you just got to have to wait and see, my friend. But I said we might have to wait till January 2031, but we won't have to wait that long. But, you know, there's no guarantee that the blocking will come back this winter, you know, so it might do, it might not do. Let's just wait and see. That's what people said about August at the new normal. We want to get a hot August, and then of course we have one, didn't we? Chris Stewart, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Chris. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. JL saying mildly depressing. I don't mind 12 Celsius during the day and frost at night. No, indeed. Right, okay, JRP Romeo. Good evening to you, my friend. Hello to JRP. Thank you so much for being here. We're at 58, King with 17 thumbs up. Please smash the like button and let YouTube know that you are enjoying this live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Mark, since the start of December, prove that if it's in the right place, we can still get cold. Yeah, that's true. We had one of our coldest sort of first 2 weeks of December for a very long time. One of the coldest in 100 years. So it just goes to show what's possible if you get the blocking in the right place. The best of Sweden. Thanks to you, my friend. Good evening to the best of Sweden. Thank you so much for being here. Have you got snow like Darth? TBOS, I wonder. Eric 2000, good evening to you, Eric. Thank you so much for being here. Jonathan Zebbabonga, hello to you, my friend. Jason Stebbins, good evening to you. Evening, Gavin. Oh, thank you so much to Jason Stebbins for being here. Right, okay, JP Romeo, my where windy is on because next 2 weeks, I'm afraid. Yeah, first half of January, I've been saying it for ages. First half of January, going to be Atlantic German, going to be mine. Any prospects of colder weather will be in the second half of the month, and even that isn't guaranteed. We're going to have a look at some 12Z very shortly. Jason Seven saying Happy New Year to you, my friend. Good evening to Michael Johnson. Thank you so much to Michael for being on this live stream. Lisa is here as well. Good evening to Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. Chris Stewart, I woke up this morning to double-digit temperatures. Oh, wow. Felt like morning in spring or summer, rather winter. It's very mild at the moment, isn't it, Chris? It's really mild at the moment. For sure. I'm just going to have a little bit of magic tea from my Gabler Rises again. No, thank you so much, Rich, for that. Lovely, thank you so much, Rich. I see Rich is in the live, at bottom live chat temporarily. I see Rich is in the live chat. So hello, good evening to Richard Trough. Thank you so much, Rich, for being here. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, okay. Richard saying, hi, Gav. It was sunny in Costa today. Costa del Reca. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad here, Rich. Hasn't been too bad here either, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for my lovely Gabler Rises again mug. I rose, didn't I? Gabrized. Rise? That's not really a word, is it? I'm so sorry, Rich. I'm getting silly already. And it's not even Friday. Right, so I'll go back up to where I was. Thank you so much, Rich. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Right, now, where did I get to? Where was I? I think Chris Stewart, wasn't it? Where are you, Chris? Where are you? Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm so sorry once again, everyone. It wouldn't be a live stream without many casts. Right, I'm back where I got to. Jason Stebbins, absolutely bounced it down today. A windy, thought the temps were increasing. It was freezing, walking the dogs. Probably a bit of wind chill. It's very mild. It is very mild, Jason. But, of course, if it's pouring with rain and you've got a gale force wind, it's still going to feel pretty chilly a lot of the time, isn't it? We're at 66 concurrent with 25 thumbs up. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you are enjoying this live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you could all do that for all of us. Thank you so much. Don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe as well. And you could, if you want to, even tell your vicar to subscribe to our channel. How does that sound? Okay, Austin's weather obsessed. I'm not ready for spring yet. Not even halfway through winter. There's still a long way to go. There's still a long way to go, Austin. Katrine, good evening to Katrine Basedow. Thank you so much, Katrine, for being on our live stream tonight. Snow. Peter saying snow, please, Gav. Wow, wow, wow. No sign of it yet. I'm going to keep looking, though, my friend. Michael Johnson gave my shed an early sprinkling today, as it was mild and relatively dry. Been a nice day today, hasn't it? Been a nice day. Guy Morley, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Guy Morley. Saying, Gav, hope you're feeling a bit better, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm still coughing. I'm still coughing like an old good one, but I'm out of pain with the ribs anyway, so I'm okay. I think I'm on the upwards curve. I think I'm gonna survive. Emma Jenkins, hi Gav, watching while cooking dinner. You enjoy cooking and watching, Emma. What are you having? I wonder if you're having something nice. I've got to sort out my tea after the stream. I don't know what I'm having, but I've got to get something. I've got to get something done about 7 p.m. for my dinner. Thank you so much, Emma. Are you having something nice while, for your dinner? Best Crazy Boy, good evening to you, my friend. Good evening to the best crazy boy. Tom Musler, desperate for cold weather to come back. Be great if we got a 1947. Yeah, well, I think that's very unlikely. That was a very, very, very extreme scenario. So, never expect like 1947 and whatnot. That's a once in a lifetime. Really. Stevie Wells, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Stephen Wells, then. And Steve Williams here as well. Good evening to both of you. Thank you so much. Luca is here. Luca saying snow after 20th of January. We shall see, my friend. Michael Johnson's noticed, but the night's starting to draw out. Think to have noticed it earlier this year. Yeah, I haven't noticed it until this evening, but just this evening, I was out around 4:30, and but it was definitely lighter. And it was nice, it was nice. Paul is here. Paul James, good evening to you. Thank you so much to moderators, James here at 98, and also Paul James. Thank you so much to our moderators. Yes, I noticed it. This evening. I think it's about when you start noticing it. A few days after New Year. I think that's about when you start noticing it. But we're on an upwards trend now. But as the saying goes, as the days lengthen, the cold strengthens. Although, over recent years, it's not really worked out like that. But that is the traditional, saying. Benjamin Dover is here. Good evening to Benjamin Dover. Thank you so much, my friend. Mark is saying, do you think this winter is like 2010, 2011? Not really, because 2010 was much colder. The cold went on throughout December, whereas this time it stopped around the 17th or 18th, didn't it, of December. And also it's quite chilly even into January. Just generally dank and cold, misty, whereas this is much more of a mild zonal type thing. So no, I don't think there's that much similarity between this year and 2010. Right, okay, Jake Harrison, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Jake Harrison. Good evening to Jake Harrison. Thank you so much for being here on this Wednesday night live stream. Okay, let's come down to the bottom of the live chat. Oh, Emma's having a stir fry. Oh, lovely. Stir fried chicken. Hate cooking, but live stream makes it more bearable. You enjoy your stir fry. Emma, it's been a long time since I had a stir fry. So I'll only do myself one sometime. You enjoy that, Emma. Andrew Barker, good evening to you, my friend. Could do with winter showing the mild girls getting a little overexcited with southwest winds. But it is very mild at the moment, and it's really mild right now with these southwesterly winds. So if people enjoy it, you know, people want that, then you know, that's it. Let them enjoy it, my friend. Right, okay, Steffi here. Steffi Adcock, good evening, Steph. Thank you so much for being on this Wednesday night live stream. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Steph, for being here. Katrine, Furret must have so microclimate as my shooting balls are not beginning to pop out. I think the earliest I have seen them blossom is in February. I've not seen any spring balls, but I have seen like the trees. Some of the trees are starting to bud and begin to swell a little bit on some of the trees, you know. So I've seen that, but I've not seen like any spring flowers or blossom or anything appearing. Christian saying 21 degrees in February 2019. That was a remarkable day, wasn't it? That was absolutely incredible. Robert Smith, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to you, Robert Smith, saying evening, Gavin. Thank you so much, Robert, for being here. We've got John Zell asking, I wonder if we get a heat wave in summer 2023. We may do, you know. I'm not even thinking about summer yet. Spring updates, though, are starting. I'm at the bottom of the live chat, by the way. Hello to all of you at the bottom of the live chat. I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday evening. Thank you so much for being here on this Wednesday evening live stream. Yeah, so I'm not thinking about summer yet, but spring updates will begin this weekend on Sunday. And we haven't got Fluffy with us this year, have we, Rich? Fluffy's been in LA, in Hollywood, for the last year or so. And Fluffy's become a little bit of a diva, actually, and has proved very difficult to work with. You know, you should have seen the demands that Fluffy sent to us. You should have seen some of the demands that Fluffy sent to us to come back and work on our spring update. So, we have sacked Fluffy, actually. Fluffy's no longer on payroll, and the upshot is we've got a Fluffy replacement. So you'll be able to see our replacement for Fluffy the Bunny on Sunday when we begin spring updates. Richard, Fluffy got too big for a boot. She did. She turned into a real diva, didn't she? Rich, she wanted me to pay for a whole entourage. She wanted me to pay for a year's worth of carrots. And not just any carrots, but, you know, real, like, the Duchy of Cornwall, that sort of thing, real posh carrots, and she wanted me to pay to fly her entire entourage over from LA. Well, as it turned out, a guy put his foot down, and Rich found a Fluffy replacement. So you'll find out on Sunday who our Fluffy replacement is, and we may do another little name the thing, you know. We may do a little name whatever the replacement is at some point during the spring updates. I've got 71 concurrent viewers with 33 likes. Please smash the like button, everybody. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying this live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all that. And it's been sending me to New York, so see if it turns cold again. You've missed me though, Andy. You've missed me, wouldn't you? You've missed me. Richard, at Gaz, a good sacking. Yeah, we sat Fluffy. We sat Fluffy, didn't we? Finley boy, when's your next live stream, Gary? It will be on Friday night, Finley. All being well, be on Friday night. Best of stream, Gaz next live stream will be on Friday. It will be, although there will be a channel member live stream on Friday evening at 6 p.m. So channel members, if you're around the channel, you'll have a channel member live stream, and then I'll be live streaming, you know, after that at I think it'll be like 10:30 on Friday. So I've got two live streams to do. On Friday. So I'll be on an iron lung by by midnight, probably. What a lovely live stream. Absolutely lovely and chill. I'm going to sort of I'm going to carry on with the live chat for the next 5 minutes or so, and then we will be bringing our 10 to 14 down for around 5:30 onwards. Lee Stevens, Fluffy was like Austin Powers Cheswick. Michael, Johnson, Fluffy the little rascal, she turned into a real diva. I couldn't believe the demand she was making, but I said no. I said no, I'm not going to fly your entire entourage over from LA. So I put my foot down with Fluffy, and the upshot is she's been sacked. Daniel Bradley, even Gav, we need cold and snow. What are the chances of any more snow? No cold this winter. There's nothing cold showing up through the first half of January anyway, Daniel. Whether we get some cold after that, we'll have to wait and see. Eric 2000 is asking whether spring updates will contain all years, excuse me, from 1836 or 1950. It'd be from 1950 again, Eric. Dick is here from the Netherlands. Hello to you, my friend. Hello from the Netherlands. Or hello to the Netherlands, I should say. Adam Blunston. Hi, everyone. Hi, GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, Adam, for being here. Right, okay. Finley Boy, yes, Gav, I'll be on a member only stream. Well done, my friend. I'll look out for you. SH95, hello to you, my friend. Andrew Buck saying Fluffy may seek legal advice. Well, we'll see what happens. I made Fluffy, though. No one ever heard of Fluffy if it wasn't for Gav. Oh, wow. James 098, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious. 5-channel membership gift. Hold on, everybody. I'm so sorry, everyone. That is incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. James 098 just gifted 5 GavsWeatherVids channel memberships to 5 very lucky people. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind. So congratulations go to Sergeant Pepper. Always great to see you ladies in the live chat. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations to Adele Lynch. Congratulations to Ibby. Congratulations to Alex Gardner as well. So I think there's still one more membership if somebody wants to take it. I think there's one more membership if somebody wants to take it. We've got 5 there, I think. So Sergeant Pepper, Adele Lynch, Ibby, Alex Gardner. I think there's another one. Adam Blunson, congratulations, Adam. Oh, wow. So congratulations go to Sergeant Pepper, to Adele Lynch, to Ibby, to Alex Gardner, and to Adam Blunson. You have been gifted 1 month's GavsWeatherVids channel membership. So congratulations. And thank you so much to James 098 for those gifts. Thank you so much, James. That is incredibly kind. Eric 2000 asked whether there are spring updates every weekend in January and February. I would have thought so. I've not planned it all out, but I will think so. More or less. I think I'm going to try to do a Solar Sunday in February. One Solar Sunday in February. But other than that, yes, I would think there'll be spring updates every week, Eric. Right, okay, thank you so much, James. That is so kind of you to do that. You've done this on several occasions, my friend. You moderate for me as well. So you are so generous. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much to Paul Hanna as well, who has just become a GavsWeatherVids channel member. Thank you so much, Paul, for doing that. I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow 10 to 14 day. Thank you so much, Paul. What an incredible live stream. Wow, what an incredible live stream. We're at 75 concurrent viewers with 37 likes. Please smash the like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. It'll be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Chris Clifford, even at GavsWeatherVids, and everyone in live chat, any chance of some colder weather. We need it, and you see the latest GFS run for next week looks rather strong. We're going to have a look very soon, Chris, and I mean within the next minute or two at the data, and you know, going to do our 10 to 14 day live. So we'll have a look. We'll have a look in a moment. I have not seen any data yet, but we will be looking at it very, very soon. James Johnston, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to James Johnson. Matthew, Marcus, I should say. Say Gavin, excuse me, saying Gavin. Do you think the trend has gone like the 1990s again? Yes, I think so. We feel quite 1990s with hot summers and mild winters at the moment. We're at 81 concurrent viewers, turning into a big live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. With 38 thumbs up. Please like the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Richard is shuddering. A shuddering climax before the later climax at Lee Stevens. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. We are going to be, excuse me, we are going to be bringing you the climax of this live stream, which will be the 10 to 14 day live, and I'm going to do that in a moment. Mark's taking decorations down. Mark's taking decorations down in my room later. I'm going to start getting everything down tomorrow. A little bit fed up with it. I was going to do it today, but I've been quite busy today. So decorations are coming down in the towers tomorrow, which is 12th night, of course, isn't it? Right, okay, we're going to start screen catching at 6:30, so we'll start doing display catching. I think I've missed anybody in my live chat, then, give me a thumbs up emoji, a waving emoji, some kind of emoji, and I'll do a shout out, so if I miss anybody in my live chat. Been an incredible live stream so far. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to be turning up the webcam now, so I'll be disappearing as what we're going to do is everything that we're doing a regular 10 to 14 day video. So as I don't normally appear on the camera, other than at the beginning and the end, in the 10 to 14 days, then I should be turning off the webcam, but I will be appearing again later on at the end of the live stream to wrap things up. But for now, I'm going to be going. So 1, 2, 3. There we go, it's gone. And we'll turn off the image as well. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're going to start display capturing on this Wednesday evening. But let me just have another sip of tea from my Gavra Rises again, Mark. Right, so let's start screen capturing on this Wednesday evening. 1, 2, 3, there we go. We're display capturing right now. Well. Paul James already got his decorations down. Gracious Paul. Well, I know some of you took their decorations down on the 27th of December. Now that's early though, isn't it? Taking your decorations down on 27th of December is very, 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 very early, isn't it? But Mrs. P used to like to get them down on New Year's Day, but I've kept them up a few days longer. Should be going spare as she was here in the towers now with the decorations still up. She used to get really, really fed up with them. From about Boxing Day, she'd start getting fed up with them. And by New Year's Day, they were they were always down. Because sure, I hope the 2020s winters are not like the very mild winters of the 1990s. Only 91 and 95, 96 were the only cold winters of that decade. We could be going through something like that. We could be, couldn't we? B! Hi to B! Thank you so much to B for being here. Hello to B. Matthew Orchard, Steve Sunday back on TV without snow. I reckon they're going to get some snow in the middle of January. B, what's 12 night? It's like the 5th of January, isn't it, when you're supposed to take your decorations down? Richard took the shop decorations down on 24 on Christmas Eve. Did you, Rich? You took the shop decorations down on Christmas Eve. That is early. Have you got your Easter display out yet, Rich? Have you got your Easter display out? Hold on, everybody. And I'm so sorry once again, everyone. Right, well, we're going to bring you our 10 to 14 day live now. Incredible live stream. Thank you so much, everyone. And let's now start bringing you our 10 to 14 day update. So here we go. We're going to start off with developments in the stratosphere. I have been a little bit dubious about whether I should, just not mention this, because I've been getting myself into a little bit of trouble on the social medias with the we never said there's going to be an SSW. So hang on, I'll just go back to YouTube. I never said there's going to be a sudden stratospheric warming. I said, but what we see within the GFS and the GEFS could lead to a sudden stratospheric warming. It's a kind of level that the temperature at 10 HPA can get to an SSW, but I've never forecast a sudden stratospheric warming. I've never done that. So, I'm not sure, why I'm in a little bit of hot water, but, there we go, but I never said there'll be an SSW. I just said that, the temperature level that the temperature 10 HPA is reaching might indicate that we're going in that direction to an SSW. I have said, though, I still stand by this, that we will get an SSW this winter. I still think we're going to get a sudden stratospheric warming this winter. So let's wait and see. But I think SSW will happen this winter. The only question is, when is it going to happen? Right, so here we go. With caveats, everybody, that we are not forecasting a sudden stratospheric warming. This is our temperature currently looking at 10 HPA over the North Pole versus average. So at the moment, we are very cold still with the temperature at 10 HPA. We're somewhere around minus 85. We're significantly under the grey line, which is around minus 65. If we go a little bit lower down to 30 HPA, it's even colder. It's getting on for minus 90 at 30 HPA, which is closer to the troposphere. It has ticked up ever so slightly over the last couple of days, but obviously very cold temperatures at both 10 and 30 HPA. This tells us that the polar vortex is still in a strengthened state. So we're looking to see if we can get a warming of the stratosphere. Let's have a look at the latest GFS 12Z run. So these currently are the cold temperatures at 10 HPA with these purple and blue colours over the stratosphere. Temperatures around minus 80 to minus 85. Now, as we run through the next few days, we get our first slight warming of the stratosphere over Siberia there. However, that one doesn't have much impact. Then another warming is occurring around the 12th of January. Again, this is around the edges of the Arctic. It's not a sudden stratospheric warming. It's just a warming of the stratosphere that is occurring over Siberia. In the extended range, we get another warming, get another shot at it on the 15th of January. That's a little bit stronger still. And again, it's over Siberia, so again, this is not a sudden stratospheric warming. It's not going to be over the North Pole. It's not going to reverse the zone of wind. It's just a significant warming of the stratosphere, but possibly begin to displace. It might be something to displace, though, polar vortex a little bit at its roots. See how the purple curves are being pushed more towards Greenland and the North Atlantic. So that's a little bit of a displacement, but it's now beginning to take place courtesy of that third warming of the stratosphere over Siberia. And then another warming starts to, so that one kind of eases off, then another warming begins to gather pace here on this run. And here we go again. By the time we get through to the 20th of January, we've got a very significant warming of the stratosphere that's taking place there. It's at the end of the GFS 12Z run, so all the caveats apply. That is reaching a level, that the temperature needs to get to have a sudden stratospheric warming. It is not a sudden stratospheric warming. I say that again, it is not a sudden stratospheric warming because it is not into the pole, and consequently it will not be reversing zone of winds. It's just, continuing to displace a little bit the polar vortex. It's the kind of thing that might lead to a genuine southern stratospheric warming with reversal of zone winds and, you know, all of the stuff that goes with that. So this is quite a complicated point to get across, because people look at the red colours there and they assume, and it is a very warm temperature that's taking place there over Siberia, and they assume, looking at that, that's a southern stratospheric warming. And certainly the temperature is the kind of level that would produce a southern stratospheric warming. But the thing is, you've got to get that into the pole. You've got to split the PV, these blue and purple colours, you've got to split into two, and you've got to reverse the zone of wind. So although the temperature's reaching the right level there by the end of that GFS run, very much 2 weeks away, but the temperature's reaching the right level there, you know, it's not a southern stratospheric warming. So, if you have a look at the midnight GFS, see what that was doing. So that didn't go quite as over the top, or quite as extreme with the temperature, but it did, you know, have like a sustained warming of the stratosphere, but very much was shrinking the polar vortex, and that actually looks quite close to splitting there on the midnight GFS run. It looks like we're very close to a bit of a split of the polar vortex there with those blue colours. And then the 6 Z, for comparison, looked like that. And again, excuse me once more, everyone, that's how it looks. So the 12 Z is like the strongest with the warming out of the 3 so far today. 12 Z is the strongest with the warming. It does look as though the polar vortex is going to be weakened over the next couple of weeks. It looks like the PV will be weakened at its roots in the stratosphere. It may still stay quite strong in the troposphere for now, but in the stratosphere it looks like the polar vortex will be weakened because the temperatures are being dampened down, and a bit of a displacement is most likely as well, but not a split, not a reversal, and so therefore, not reversal of winds, and so therefore, you know, not an SSW. Right, so we'll make about overheat 102 concurrent viewers, so into a massive live stream. Wow. Massive live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. That's amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Getting us to 100 concurrent viewers on our 10 to 14 day live. Neil Cutler is here. Hi to Neil. Thank you so much, Neil, for being on our live stream tonight. Lee Stevens, hoping winter isn't over already. We shall have to wait and see. My friend. Right, okay, let's have a look. Richard, spam fritters. I love spam fritters. That's lovely. I love it. Right, okay, everybody's having a good time in the live chat. Let's persevere then. You know, I take a 14-day out live, so we're going to have a look at the central intensity. CT is currently sitting at 6.5, which is nearly 3 degrees above average. That is provisional to the 3rd of January. As we've been saying, that's been an exceptionally mild start to the new year. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles, and that concludes on Birmingham today. So the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham, starting off very mild at the moment. Of course, it's going to cool down a little bit into the early part of next week, but it gets very mild again later next week. And then after that, you know, looking sort of averagey. There's a lot of scatter within there, though. So we have got these mild ensemble members up here. We've got colder ensemble members down there. There's no particular suggestion within that ensemble graph for cold. In fact, it does look rather zonal, really. So I think that graph is looking rather zonal, certainly up to the middle of January, possibly even in the second half of the month, and plenty more precipitation to go. Going to have a couple of drier days now, but then we are going to see the rainfall coming back at the end of the weekend, and into next week as well. Looks quite wet. How's Snow Row looking? That looks a bit grim, I'm afraid, for Birmingham. Certainly not much in the way of snow doing up to the middle of January, as we've been saying. Beyond that, a few snow spikes appearing into the second half of the month, but they are, that's a long way off, you know, long way off. And we have got this big spike here, which of course will bring a lot of snow to Birmingham, but clearly that is one heck of an outlier. Temperature anomalies on the 4th to 12th of January going to be milder than average. Precipitation anomalies from the 4th to 12th of January going to be average to wetter than normal. Latest wind from that from earthnoschool.net shows that we'll bring in the wind from a mild west or southwesterly direction today. Right, let's start going through some chart data then. So we'll have a look at the UK Met Euro 12Z run first of all. Let's do that, shall we? All right, buddy. Oh, sorry, once again. So, looking properly wet and windy on Saturday. Deep area of low pressure out in the Atlantic, bringing battering of heavy rain and gale force winds. So, we keep it very unsettled over the weekend into next week with more low pressure rolling in from off the Atlantic, plenty of wind, rain, and unsettled weather to come there. Let's move over to Icon, shall we? Again, looks very unsettled through the weekend. Deep low pressure sitting just to the west, heavy rain, strong winds sweeping across the country into next week. More low pressure keeps coming. So, again, there's not much more to say about that other than low pressure is in control right the way to the last stages of next week with more bouts of wind and rain. I do wonder how much longer we're going to go before we start getting some floods with this pattern, because it is a very unsettled pattern that we're going into now. Dare I say it, a little bit of shades of 2014 and 2020 now with this. So, you know, it's going to take quite a lot, I think, to slow down the Atlantic. The GFS midnight run looked like that, very unsettled, low pressure rattling through bouts of wind and rain, you know, from the weekend into next week. That looks very stormy there around day 10, which is the 14th of January. No, that's a real battering of severe gales and whatnot. And the low pressure just keeps coming on into the extended range. Maybe getting a little bit colder by the very end of the GFS midnight run. We're going to north a little bit, but basically that's still mild, wet, windy, unsettled. GFS 6Z looked like that, and again proper old battering of low pressure over the weekend into next week as well. And then beyond that, you know, we just keep the low pressures coming, possibly turning a little bit cooler there just briefly from the north and from the northwest, but overall fundamentally this is an Atlantic driven mild, wet and windy pattern. And then the GFS 12 there looks like that again, very stormy, or very unsettled anyway, into the weekend with low pressure just to our west and further bouts of wind and rain sweeping across the country as we go through into the middle of next week. Just a little bit colder around Thursday, slight cold snap from the north, just one day only offer, and then with that into those mild, wet, windy southwesters again. However, it looks like it's starting to build up some higher pressure though. So as we go further on into the third week of January, high pressure beginning to get going. At the very least, that will probably start bringing us a little bit of a gruesome twosome. We might start getting a little bit of frost and fog with that. So it's a change. It's not a change to anything particularly cold, but perhaps a little bit more seasonal under that area of high pressure. GM 12Z looks like this. So again, low pressure well and truly in control of weather and dominating over the next few days and into next week. We keep that area of low pressure over top the country, possibly by day 10. Just a bit of a hint of a bit of a ridge starting to build up from the southwest, but essentially that's still very unsettled right way up to day 10. And then the ECM 12Z is updating as we're speaking. We'll have a look at the midnight run though first of all. So again, mild, wet, windy, unsettled, onslaught type pattern. That looks quite stormy there around the 13th. That's Friday the 13th. So 12th to the 13th, that low, perhaps bringing some severe gales to southern parts of the country. And perhaps a little bit cooler by day count with more of a northwesterly, but it is still a relatively mild and unsettled pattern. We will have a look at the ECM 12 there before the end of this live stream when it has finished updating. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Tibetio.com. Plenty of rain coming and going, so plenty of bouts of rain heading in from off the Atlantic. A few wintry showers into western areas, you know, by the end of the weekend and whatnot. But basically, just talking about rain. That's 10th of January. Another bout of really wet weather sweeping across the country with hills today of that. across Scotland, maybe that's middle of next week. And then beyond that, the unsettled weather goes on. So that's that southerly tracking low around the track to the 13th of January. That produces a little bit of snow over Wales and the North Midlands. The main thing with that, though, is the rain. That is a very, very large mass of rain across England and Wales, and very windy weather through the Channel in particular, with severe gales possible along the south coast. Once that gets out of the way, we go into like a cooler, showery northwesterly. It's an onslaught pattern there up to the middle of the month. This is the option on the table within the ECM Ensemble today for day 10, which gets us to the 14th of January. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM Ensemble placing low pressure right over the top of the country. So very unsettled, wet, unsettled, you name it. That looks very unsettled at day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got within the ECM Ensembles. This gets to the 19th of January. 22 members of the ECM Ensembles keep the low pressure coming and keep the Atlantic driven weather coming as well. With the Westers, we have got some higher pressure toward the Canadian side of Greenland. We're trying to get a little bit of blocking going, but basically that's still mild and set. We've got 18 here with high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, winds in from a mild west or southwest direction with that. A little bit dry in the south though. And then we've got 11 with high pressure over Scandinavia. That's the driest, coldest option. Will be bringing in the wind a little bit from the east. So at the very least, you could get a little bit of a gruesome twosome with that. You could get a little bit of frost and fog with that. And if I go to any further north, we might start to generate a proper easterly wind. CFS V2 wind periods looking like this. These are 500 millibar high times break down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 4th to the 10th of January. Becoming week has low pressure over the country. High pressures to our south, winds in the west, flat as a pancake, and very Atlantic driven, very wet, windy, and unsettled. Goes on to week 2 as well, 11th to 17th of January. Low pressure again to the north, high pressure to the south, winds flat as a pancake from a west, southwesterly direction. Week 3 is going to be the 18th to the 24th of January, with some high pressure just to our west, some low pressure coming into Scandinavia, winds going on to more of a northwest-southeast alignment. That could start to a little bit cooler, and it's also a bit drier as well. And then week 4, big change, is the 25th of January to the 31st. We find high pressure right in over top of the country. It's not particularly cold, that. But it is a big change to much drier weather. We break out of the unsettled conditions. That looks much drier and would almost certainly, I would have thought, be bringing frost and fog with it. Notice as well, low pressure is down across the southeast of Europe, so it would turn very cold there into the Balkans and Greece, Turkey. We probably have snow piling up in Athens again with with that pattern, with that trough of low pressure. February, with the CFS, is looking like that. 700 millibar heights, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, winds in from west, so Atlantic-driven, relatively mild February being indicated there. A milder than average month is predicted, rounding off a mild winter. And looks wet, especially so just out to our west and our northwest. This is how the CFS seasonals are looking. So this is January's 700 millibar heights on. It's now starting to look a little bit more anti-cyclonic with high pressure dominating the weather there. February is looking Atlantic-driven. High pressure south, low pressure to the north, winds in from a west or a southwesterly direction. In February, March looks like that. Again, mild, high pressure is to the south, low pressure is to the north, so a mild March as well. Very spring-like. April looks nice. This is April 700 millibar heights with high pressure just over, coaching over Scandinavia. So that will be a dry and relatively warm April, I would have thought. May looks a little bit dodgy, so in May the high pressure goes out into the Atlantic, heads up towards Greenland. There's probably going to be a trough through here, so May probably cold and wet if that came off. And then lastly June looking like that with some high pressure towards Scandinavia, so that could bring much warmer weather back in with easterly winds in June. Right, should go back to YouTube momentarily. Not 120 concurrent viewers. It's been an epic live stream there. So I'm going to wait a couple more minutes, and then we're going to have a look at the ECM, and then we will be done. We'll have a look at the ECM 12 then, and then I think we will call it a day. But 120 concurrent viewers with 50 likes. So if you could smash the like button and let YouTube know that you've enjoyed this live stream. At this point, that'll be fantastic. Thank you so much for watching my Fish King. Hello to you. Thank you so much to my good friend Fish. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay. Lisa's still holding out for a cold snap later. We may get one, especially if we can start getting some high pressure, you know, building within the northern latitudes. It could happen. Alan Joe, so to you, my friend, usually 2 weeks of unsettled weather, then it changes the norm. But we could have 6 weeks of this. Certainly flooding is possible. It wouldn't be the first time, would it? 2014, 2020, BB of Doom, winter, we had that. Right, Darren Mooney, how to you, my friend? Well done, Gav. Another great live. Thank you so much, my friend. It's been epic, hasn't it? It's been an epic live. You're not quite done, by the way. See if we can curve your count is going down, but we're not quite done. I'm going to bring you the ECM 12 then before we go. We've got to leave it one more minute, and then it will be fully out and updated. So we'll have a look at that before we wrap things up. We will do that. Right, okay. Richard, lovely Kenko coffee here with Baileys. Oh, yeah, I love a Baileys. I love a Baileys, Rich. You can't beat that, can you? Only thing with Baileys is a little bit Moorish, isn't it? You could easily get very, very tipsy, couldn't you, on Baileys? But it's very nice. You know, I've had a little bit of that this Christmas. Very nice. You can't beat a Baileys, can you? Neil Cutler, Spam Sarnes, yuck. Thank you so much, been an epic live stream, been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, lovely, lovely live stream. Finley, imagine if this winter is even more wet than October, November 1960. Imagine it. Imagine that. Right, okay. Very much thanks to our moderators. Moderator on the live chat, be lovely. Very much thanks to Paul James and to James 098. Thank you so much to our moderators. Jonathan Stockley. Hello to you, Jonathan. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Right, I think the ECM should be fully updated now, so we'll just have a look at that. So I guess this is like the climax of our live stream. I don't think it's going to be much of a climax, but let's have a look. We're starting off very unsettled on Saturday with deep low pressure just out to our west. Wetter, windy weather over weekend into next week as well. Low pressure keeps coming. It is an onslaught pattern. We haven't got that nasty little low around the 12th to 13th of January. That's gone. So that's good news, because that did look quite nasty, didn't it, that little low zipping up the channel. So that's gone. We're just going to like a cooler, showery, northwesterly around the 13th. And then by the 14th, we're back into my wet and windy Atlantic-driven weather once again. There's no sign of anything cold with the ECM 12 up to date, Ken. So the wait continues. And that, everyone, is your Wednesday evening 10 to 14 day live. I'm just going to turn off the display capture. Put the image back up, and also webcam come back up. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for this incredible live stream. So, we're up the end of the live. Now, obviously, Atlantic-driven, low pressure is going to be in control, certainly as we've been saying, up to the middle of January. This may go on beyond that, although there's a bit of a hint, I think, that the third week of January might start to see some higher pressure beginning to ridge in. So, I think the third week of January might start to settle things down a little bit and turn things a bit drier, maybe with a little bit of frost and fog. I doubt much more than that. And, you know, the wait therefore goes on, the wait goes on to something substantially colder. And also with this sun stratospheric warming, that remains a slow burner. I still think we're going to get a sun stratospheric warming this winter, but it's going to keep us waiting. And it's going to carry on teasing us I think. Jason Sevens, thanks Gav. Let's see what February brings. Yeah, let's wait and see. Jeff Clark, thanks Gav. Happy with mild weather. Though would be nice if it could be accompanied by drier conditions. It would be, but that's the thing with this time of the year. If you're going to have it mild, you're usually going to have it wet as well. Okay. Richard Wills Woodward. When is the change to sea temperature due? 2025. I think you mean the cold AMO. Yeah, probably around then. So the last warm AMO phase began at the in the middle of the 1990s, around 1995, so normally around 25-30 years, so you expect it any time now, really, and you would be expecting to start seeing hints of it, though. And if you remember, when we had the cold blob, which I think was in 2015, wasn't it? 2014, 2015. I thought that was like the beginning of the first hint of the cold AMO, but it turned out that it wasn't. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if the cold AMO appears in the next year or two or not. Right, okay, that's the end of our live stream. Richard, have a fantastic night. Oh, thank you so much, Rich. Yes, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Just so what's coming up tomorrow. We're going to have the 10 to 14 dayer, but before that, have 6 a.m. upload, and the European Outlook will be back tomorrow as well. Going to be live streaming again on Friday, so let's live stream will be Friday night live stream, and I shall see you around 10:30. After that, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening for this live stream. That's all for now, and thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. Bye for now. Hold on. Before I do that, let me just say thank you so much to James098 for the 5 channel membership taps, and thank you so much to Paul Hannah as well for becoming a channel member. So thank you to James098 for the 5 gifts. Thank you so much to Paul Hannah for the for becoming a channel member. Thanks so much to both of you. Right, that really is the end of the live stream. Now, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and bye for now.